you have tuned into a golf show that offers so much variety, excellence, and appeal, you might be able to compare it to the contents of this tray. We've got a lot of ground to cover in the moments ahead as we show you golf life, food, and fun all throughout Grand Rapids. So stick around as we dive in.
Welcome to Michigan Golf Live Television, shining the spotlight on the best places to play, stay, and celebrate the greatest game on earth. MGL TV takes you from legendary courses close to home to bucket list destinations around the world. If it has great golf, stunning scenery, incredible food, and unforgettable experiences off the course, we're there. Stay connected to Michigan Golf Live 24/7 on Facebook, X, Instagram, and our YouTube channel, and be sure to visit the all-new MGLTV.com. At Michigan Golf Live, we talk golf all the time. And now, here's your host, Bill Hobson.
Center stage, the spotlight, the focus of attention. Our featured destination today is quite accustomed to being considered in that way, because it's located in one of the fastest growing regions in all of America. Hello friends, Bill Hobson here. Welcome into our show as we set off on an exploration of golf, life, and fun in the Grand Rapids, Michigan area. We've got a lot of ground to cover in the moments ahead, so let's get things rolling and head over to our first featured course. Our first featured course keeps us very close to downtown and a most unique property with a very cool history to it and a logo unlike any other. If you're a fan of Mike DeVries designed golf courses, you are going to love the Mines here in Grand Rapids.
Parts of the course were built on top of the old gypsum mines here. Not a ton of the course, but just a few areas were built on top of it. So that's why the original owner, Dan Schimmel, named it the Mines.
The topography here is so wild. You wouldn't expect this being where it's located.
Yeah, you would never know we're only a couple miles from downtown. It's wild.
One of my favorite golf course architects in the game, period, is Mike DeVries, and this is his creation.
Yeah.
What did he do here?
Yeah, so him and Dan, like they said earlier, the original owner, they built it kind of, just the two of them for the most part, what I understand. And yeah, it's impressive. It's so fun to play and we enjoy it.
There are some spots out here. It's not an overly long course, but there are some spots out here where you've got to pick your target and hit your target or the ball may run off to the side and put you into some jail.
Yeah, it's a par 70 and I don't think everyone sees that when they look at the scorecard and think, oh, it's only 6,200 yards or 6,000 yards from whatever set of tees they play. And then they don't realize, also the par 3s are short and 2 par 5s. So then some of those par 4s get very long and very difficult.
From long par 4s that require some shot shaping to relatively reachable par 3s that still have a lot of challenge to them because the DeVries green complexes are, I think they're unlike any other architect's greens. How do you describe them?
Yeah, I mean, you have to be on the right level. We kind of tell everyone it's a second shot golf course because, like you said, there's short par 4s, long par 4s. Any hole can kind of jump up and get you, though. You think, okay, I'm going to hit driver and a little wedge, but if you go on the wrong level or miss the green, next thing you know, you're 20, 30 feet away, and it's not an easy up and down.
For a course that's located in a residential neighborhood, it just feels like it was dropped in from outer space somehow.
Yeah, just golf is still growing so quickly, and yeah, there's so many people in this area, and Grand Rapids as a whole, just it's cool to see how many people, and still we get so many new people here travel from out of town.
This course is a really good indicator of how good golf is in the general Grand Rapids region. We have more places to visit on the show today, but how good is West Michigan golf in the Grand Rapids kind of area?
Yeah, Grand Rapids is an awesome location for golf. I mean, there's so many good public courses. We have a lot of good private courses too, but it's a really good destination. Downtown is awesome, a place to stay, and you can stay downtown and be to so many courses within, 15 minutes.
It's not every day you find a place that allows you to take calories in and burn calories off all under one roof. But here we are in Grand Rapids in a really cool combination of fun and really good food at a place called Broad Leaf. Jason is the owner, and I've not seen a place like this before. Take us inside what makes Broad Leaf a special place.
Well, we're a brewery, but we're also in this beautiful warehouse. So we always are trying to come up with ways to use all the space in a fun way. So we're like a family style brewery. So we got a lot of kids that come in. We got lots of games. but the food is kind of set up to be like, if you think about the best food you've ever had at food trucks, we're trying to kind of emulate that. So it's kind of a wide variety of things, but our chef's amazing. Everything goes great with the food. We've got cocktails, but of course, we've got pickleball. We've got something called kick pin. You kick a soccer ball at bowling pins. And so we got a little something for everybody.
So you've got activity, you've got really good food, and it's all super relaxed, right? I mean, that's why I'm wearing a jersey and not something a little more fancy. I love the opportunity to just relax.
Yeah, it's a really casual place, and it's kind of we're in an old 80s warehouse, so people kind of fly by it, but once you come in and kind of see what we have here, it's kind of a fun little oasis in the middle of all this commotion out here on 28th Street.
What a first day we have already enjoyed in Grand Rapids with 18 championship holes at the Mines, a delicious dinner at Broad Leaf, and now golf, dinner, and a show to round out the day at the brand new Acrisure Amphitheater in downtown, where you can gather with 12,000 plus of your closest friends to watch some of the biggest names in all of entertainment. So we'll soak in a show, and when we return, we'll head back to the golf course as together we continue to experience Grand Rapids. Welcome back into the show as we continue exploring golf and life all around the Grand Rapids area. And before we head back to the course, I've got to introduce you to one of the most unique, eclectic places I have ever visited. It's called Silva, where they offer something called dinnertainment.
Dinnertainment is what we like to call it around here. The whole business has several sort of entities with it. Obviously, it's a restaurant, so you can go eat with a bar, but we've also incorporated bocce, sort of describe it like bowling, where you can rent a lane with your friends, 4 to 8 people usually. And then we also have, where we are right now, the big room, which is an event space, a concert and entertainment venue. So the idea of dinnertainment is you can go eat and be entertained all kind of together. You might have a rock show one night that brings that crowd, but you might have a bluegrass or a hip hop or a comedian or something the next night. And same kind of thing with the restaurant. It's hopefully inviting to everyone that comes in. Yeah.
You can just expect the unexpected. Everywhere you go, it's a little different. Every night that you come is a little different. We have different entertainment every night. So you might come in and have a magician at your table doing card tricks, or you might come in and have a balloon artist making you balloon hats. So it's just hard to know when you come in what you'll be getting, but that's part of the fun.
There's something for everybody here inside Silva, including full bocce courts, and I'm trying to figure this game out. The greens are really, really rolling quickly today.
Oh, you didn't get it! Hey!
Is that good?
Go team it!
That's good? I did something right in bocce. Now let's see if I can do something right in golf as we head over to Pilgrim's Run up next as we explore Grand Rapids. As we continue along on our golf and life and fun tour throughout Experience Grand Rapids, we come to our next golf stop that takes us about 15 minutes north of downtown to a very special place where faith, family, and fairways are inextricably intertwined. After all, it's not very often you come to an 18th tee and find an old chapel here to remind you of the importance of all three of those elements. We are now visiting Pilgrim's Run, a very special place officially in Pearson, Michigan. Absolutely love the entire storyline of Pilgrim's Run. For those who don't know it, what is it that makes this place special?
It was Mr. Van Kampen's dream right away with the name of it. It fits the name of Pilgrim's Progress. That was the start. All the holes are named after a part of Christian's journey in the book. Mr. Van Kampen was a devout Christian, and he brought all that stuff here to the course. And yeah, so now it's our mission that since he passed away right away after the birth of this place to carry on the tradition that he has. And yeah, we are very faith focused here at Pilgrim's Run. There's no doubt it's everywhere you go on property.
It makes, I think, Pilgrim's Run unlike any other course, maybe in the country, certainly in the Midwest.
Sure, I think a lot of it's God's presence right away when you drive through the gates. It's just a comfortable, relaxing atmosphere. It's what we try and present here. We have tee times, only 5 groups go per hour, just kind of do the spacing so everyone can feel like they can enjoy nature by themselves out here. It's not about packing it in and getting the most money out of the customer. It's about the experience for the customer all around. So it's a great vision that we have, and love to be a part of it.
This is the second course in the program today that we've featured that has Mike DeVries as the architect. What did he do with this remarkable property?
So Mr. DeVries came in late in the process here, and as if you play a DeVries course, you'll understand when you get to the greens, because the greens have a lot of undulation here. So Mike reshaped a lot of the bunkering right around the greens and then did the greens complex themselves. So yeah, it's definitely a footprint of Mike's right here with all the undulation.
But then there's some other uniqueness to the design here, because some of the family involved in ownership got to take their turns at designing holes, right?
I think that's the craziest part of the whole story is Mr. Van Campen got 6 of his trust employees together, and they drew 3 numbers out of a hat, and those 6 individuals got to design those 3 holes. But yeah, that's the uniqueness. I don't know if I would trust 5 of my friends to do something like this. I guarantee it wouldn't turn out as good as what this one turned out. This is pretty unique and pretty special again.
Each of the holes has a name. Each of those hole names are connected directly to a major theme from that book, Pilgrim's Progress. And interestingly, it seems like if you really look from tee to green on these holes, you can see kind of how they got to that matchup, that name to that chapter.
Yeah, so we have difficulty, we have entice, we have Pleasant Arbor. I mean, hole number 1, Pleasant Arbor. What a perfect way to set the mood for what you're gonna have out here, right? It's meant to be that way. It's meant to be that relaxing. 10, Wicket Gate. The fairway's grown in with the trees around it now, so it's a tighter gate to get through. And then, of course, 18 on Entice. The pond right there, it entices you to try and go for it.
And to give you a flavor for a little bit of everything at Pilgrim's Run, I had the privilege of going out to play a little golf with the PGA professional here, Dan Corhorn. We made our way around the back 9 and saw everything from the Wicket Gate on number 10 and made our way through to the 13th hole, where Dan just hit a driver 300, then a 3-wood 255 to set up an eagle putt. And that was for real, folks. That's not like my editing stuff. What do you love about this course that you call home?
It's just so tranquil out here. There's no houses on property, so it's all within the woods. All the holes are separated from each other. So when you're out here, you rarely see maybe the group in front of you and maybe the group behind you, but outside of that, it's just you on the golf course out here.
Not every hole is automatic driver. There's a lot of strategy to making your way around, especially the back here at Pilgrim's Run. How do you advise golfers when they get ready to take on this challenge?
For me, I like to try and take a lot of the trouble out of play. So for us, a lot of our hazards are the bunkering out here. We have almost close to 100 bunkers. So when I'm looking at the tee shot, what I'm trying to do is put myself in a position to stay out of those bunkers. A lot of them have higher lips on them. So if I need to lay up short of that bunker with an iron or a 3-wood, I'm going to do that rather than trying to take a driver up near the hazards there.
And I'd like to kind of take people kind of down the home stretch. First of all, at number 16, where you stand on that tee box and you look out and you see the cross. That is a powerful reminder of the faith and family component of this place, but it's also the aiming point on 16.
Yes. The reason it's on 16 is because when you look at that fairway, there's water to the right and there's bunkers on the left. So the thought is to look up at the cross on the hill and use that as your aiming point and focus on the cross and God rather than the trouble on the right and the left.
I love that, and it ties right directly back into the themes in Pilgrim's Progress, the book that we mentioned earlier. You and I now are standing on the 18th tee, and it's called Entice, because we have some decisions to make. Now, you're a very long hitter, but the breeze is at us today. What's your plan here on 18?
I'm still going to go over it.
He doesn't even hesitate when he says that.
I am what some people qualify as a longer hitter, and I play a lower ball flight as well. So hopefully I'll try and keep it below the wind and we'll at least make it over the pond, but leave myself a difficult wedge shot.
I am what a lot of people qualify as not a very long hitter. I will be aiming quite a bit left of the pond and then most likely hitting it into the pond. You've got a pretty special place here that you get to call home.
Yes, I do. It's a beautiful office to come to every day, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I've been here for 11 years.
After a gorgeous round at Pilgrim's Run, we've made our way back downtown, like in the heart of Grand Rapids, because every once in a while it's kind of fun to just hang out at a dive bar, and that's not a negative. It's the neighborhood place to go, and in this case, the burgers, the fries, the specialties, they're all found at a place called Stella's Lounge.
We've got a pretty unique vibe. We have, 5 TVs out here but they're not playing sports or anything. They're playing old TV shows, you know. I actually personally have been going through and adding more like old stuff that I remember from being a kid and like suggestions from everybody else. That retro sort of nostalgic vibe that keeps bringing people back.
So we got some burger highlights to hit with some unique names to them. Walk us through the burgers that we have on our table.
Yeah, we have the Stella Blue, which is one that's won us awards. Got blue cheese on it, which is why it has blue in the name. We also have the government cheese, which, you know, everybody's making that government cheese.
You also have a dessert in the form of homemade
ice cream sandwich.
Sandwiches. This catches our attention.
For sure. Yeah, it's just it's on a rotating flavor. Right now it's a double chocolate cookie with strawberry ice cream in it.
So everything here has a bit of a special touch to it.
For sure.
When the man from Stella's tells me that I have to try the homemade ice cream sandwiches, who am I to argue? In fact, I'm such a good customer, I've decided to go with both the left and right hand options. So I'll take a few minutes and dust these off, and when we return, we'll head back to the golf course as we continue to experience Grand Rapids. Welcome back into the show as we continue on our tour of golf, life, and fun all around the Grand Rapids area. And in a moment, we're going to head back to the golf course. But first, we have come into a very cool place called Clique Lanes that takes you kind of back in time to old school bowling. Clique Lanes is located on the west side of Grand Rapids, really close to downtown, and it's a 16-lane, two-level bowling center. And it's the go-to spot for bowling in this part of town, a great place to have a burger and host a party, or in the case of a golf audience, I want to come here after a great day on the golf course, seeing who could go lowest. You come into Clique and see who can go highest. Clique Lanes for a good time, old school bowling style. So now that you have a feel for the coolness of Clique, it's time for us to get back to the golf course. I can change out of these shoes and into my golf shoes. I can trade this one in for a small white dimpled version just as soon as I pick up a little strike here. Shouldn't take too long. It's going to take a little bit longer than I had planned, so why don't we go ahead and make our way across town to Thornapple Pointe and get back into the world of golf, where low scores are a good thing. We've got one golf course left to feature during our visit here at Experience Grand Rapids, and we have picked a beauty. We grabbed a morning tee time at Thornapple Pointe, situated right along I-96 and not too far from the airport. You won't believe how stunning this place is. This is such a unique setting. There are planes, trains, and automobiles surrounding Thornapple Pointe, and this property feels like it's been set aside in another world. How do you describe this course and where it's located?
I mean, we have a great location, being right off the highway, right next to the airport, and as you said, the train tracks running through, so we very much played into the plane, trains, and autos theme as we keep going. So we now have a lot of logo gear with that, logoed merch. People seem to like it a lot. And we're one of the courses in Grand Rapids where you'll play it and you won't see a house on the golf course, which is, you know, rather nice in this area.
From an architectural standpoint, it's always fun to know which artist helped carve this canvas and who was it here at Thornapple.
So it's an original 1997 Bill Newcomb design. He did a great job. Everything from the features of the golf course to the green contours, and it's a very good golf course throughout.
The use of the river is such a beautiful stretch here, and I know there are several holes that bring that into play, but for some reason it's the take out your camera and make sure you get some pictures part of the course. Can you kind of take us on a little tour of what happens, what holes run along the river?
And as far as the golf course goes, right, 1 through 4, you have a pretty tough stretch off the start. So you have 4 par 4s right off the bat, and number 1 is probably one of the harder holes on the golf course. Then you get to number 5, that's the first place you'll see the river. From the tips, it's almost a 600-yard par 5, a little bit of elevated tee, so you get a little bit of run there, but a very difficult hole that runs along the river. Beautiful setting as you're coming in on your second shot. Then we go to number 6, the par 3, river's in the background. And then when you come back around to the back 9, number 13 through 15 will also be on the river. And number 13 is another beautiful par 5 elevated tee box. You see everything as you're coming through. And then 14 is a tougher par 4. You have the river down your left, some woods down the right, and you have to hit some good golf shots there.
It's so beautiful and serene out in that part of the course. If you didn't know better, you'd say that you were maybe up north somewhere and away from traffic and away from the busyness of a big city. You've got this unique mix here where you bring in convenience because, as you said, you're located by the airport, you're located by the highway, but you also bring in this piece of property that feels like it's somewhere else.
Absolutely, and I think that's one of the big draws for people coming to play our golf course, right? Is we're very centrally located, it's easy for people to get to, but when you get out there, you don't feel like you're in Grand Rapids. Like you said, you feel like you're up north somewhere. You're not gonna see other people, you're not gonna see houses, all that kind of stuff, but you'll probably see a few planes fly over.
I understand you come here every day and you have work to do as a general manager. Do you ever get a chance to just look out at this beautiful property and be so thankful for the office view that you get?
I try to quite a bit. As you see right behind us right there, we have our golf shop and we have big windows that look right out at it, so you can't really ask for a better office to sit at.
From the golf course, we head back downtown in the heart of Grand Rapids in a really unique place, and I want you to pay attention to this. This is not a sports bar with golf simulators. It's a place called Gimmies, and it's so much more than that. Sam Stover, this is your place. Tell us what Gimmies is all about.
Yeah, thank you for that introduction. We are a full-service restaurant and bar with entertainment. We have 9 simulators. Of those 9, we have 5 of them that have the multi-sport technology, and all 9 of them have TrackMan golf. So a lot of entertainment throughout the winter months when it's a little colder outside.
Well, you're open year-round, so if you have a rain out on your trip, this is a good place to hang as well. And you were telling us earlier, you have a commitment to making this more than just a sports bar, especially when it comes into the culinary side of things, right? Your kitchen does things different.
That is correct. So we're not freezer to fryer. We're more of a scratch kitchen. We're about 75% scratch, right down to our chicken tenders are handmade, hand-breaded, and fried. A lot of our food is all handmade in the kitchen, so just trying to do things a little bit more on an elevated food cuisine style versus just your typical freezer to fryer.
As I look at the food that's laid out in front of us, this is definitely not your typical sports bar food. Your kitchen is taking it to another level, right? It's beyond just the normal.
Yeah, our chef Nadia, she's very talented, and her team does a great job. They are constantly, pushing the limits on what they'd like to do, what they'd like to add to the menu. I have to be careful because she's bringing things up for me to try on a regular basis. If I'm not careful before too long, they're gonna have to wheel me out of here.
I know that feeling. I know you love the game.
I do.
And so here we are celebrating it all around Grand Rapids. How good is this region for golf?
It just seems to be getting better and better. I love it, being a golfer myself. There's a variety. I mean, I'm a member of a club, but I play there maybe once a month. The rest is just going around exploring all the great tracks that we have in the area, so it's wonderful.
This combination of golf and life off the course, I don't know that anybody does it quite like Grand Rapids does. What are you proudest of in this whole community?
Yeah, I think, again, being a golfer myself, you look for things beyond the golf course, and Grand Rapids delivers that. It's Beer City, USA. I think the guys and gals that play golf, I think they go hand in hand with that. It's a great foodie town. The arts are as good as anything in the Midwest. We've had some new things open up, like the amphitheater, which is just jamming away and offering great opportunity for people that want to come in and golf and see some great live entertainment. We've always had the arena, got a new soccer stadium being built. So there's all kinds of activities outside of the golf that make it a really worthwhile trip for someone. Grand Rapids isn't done yet. We got some other plans too.
As we wind down our exploration of golf, life, and fun all around Grand Rapids, we've spent quite a bit of time outside on real grass playing golf. But when we come back indoors to Gimmies, some of the simulator bays here allow you to work on your fall sports skills. So I'm going to try to hit the route called Hurricane while you begin putting together your trip to Grand Rapids. Here we go. Let's see if my passing game is more accurate than my outdoor short game. Hopefully, I can evade the pass rush with my elite footwork. And we're going to go deep, and that's very similar to my short game. Looks like I need some more practice both outside and insight. So we'll continue working on that while you continue planning your trip to Grand Rapids. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us here as we all experience Grand Rapids.